We have here an array of users, right? And they have name, age, and occupation. Now, we want to get all the programmers that are above 40. The usual way how you would do that, right? You would say, okay, then let's create a new array. Let's iterate through all these users. And let's say if the age is above 40 and occupation is programmer, then we add them in this strange way into the array. That's going to work. But we can also use a filter method. What we're going to do is we're going to say let filtered users equal to users.filter. In this filter, we're going to pass a function. And this function, we're going to say, okay, if we get the user as an input, return user.age is above 40 and user.occupation equal programmer. So filter method, it accepts a function. This is a function, right? That returns a boolean. And then this whole thing will be applied on each of the element. If this part for the element will return true, then the element will be filtered into the return. And you can see that we have here everyone above 40 and developers. And you can see how much more concise is this way of writing. So it's basically just one line and it's clear what's going on there. Okay, now we want to do actually three things. We want to filter all the developers that are above 40. We want to sort them based on the age, and we only want to display the name of them. I'm going to call this thing result, and I'm going to print it out. The beauty of the object of the functional programming is that we can chain operations between each other, so that because every single operation is basically like a data manipulation. So you can say filter, and then we can say dot sort, which is another function. But this function, it takes two parameters. It takes a and b, and it returns a.age minus b.age. So basically, it sorts them if based on the age, and if we get a positive number in this thing, then it goes up. If we get negative, it goes down. If we get 0, then it means they're the same, those a and b. And this is going to be applied on the result of this filter execution. And then after that, and we can see that they are sorted, right? So 47, 51, 76. After that, we can map them. So we can map them and we can say, okay, any user will be transformed to user.name. And you can see here we have Anna, Lenny, and Albert. And we just did in 3 lines, which is relatively easy to read. We just did something that in normal programming we would need to have many lines of code. And this is why many programming languages, they really have parts of this functional programming. There are very few languages like Haskell, for example, that are purely functional programming, which I totally enjoyed. This is like a cool topic that I really like. But you can see basically this way of writing is very concise, is very easy to read, and JavaScript is made for it. Because all that we do in JavaScript is usually this type of transformation, this type of manipulation.